This wall took 2,500 years to build. We don't have that long. That's why your support means so much. Please, donate or volunteer and join the community partner honor wall. Because community takes us all. So please, join us today. Good morning, everyone. It's Monday morning. It is the 8th of September, which means we're getting close to the end of the year already, which just scares the holy hell out of me. I mean, truly, it does. This has been seems like it's been a very short year. Been a lot going on, though. So, it is what it is. But we are in September. Welcome to fall. Summer was short, but it was very hot this year. I don't mind the cooler temperatures. I don't want it to be cold. I definitely prefer spring and fall to summer or winter. Uh, Being in Colorado, I always tell myself to shut the hell up. I could live somewhere else where it's not cold, but I also don't want to live anywhere where it's really hot. Being a fat guy living in very, very hot places, not very comfortable. Um, I want to wish everyone the greatest of health, the greatest of mental health. And I really want to talk about something I saw yesterday while watching the Kansas City Royals game. And it was a very well put together commercial. And unfortunately, I have not been able to find a link to share it with you. I will get this done. But this was a commercial of somebody who was frantically calling a friend, and you could tell he was erratically driving to try to get to the house. And then the statistic came up where it said there is a suicide every 11 minutes. And 72% of of that statistic, 72% are veterans. And it being a commercial, the guy got to the door, he knocked on the door, and he, opened up. It was a very powerful, powerful commercial. And I'm going to reach out and I'm going to try to find that commercial, and I'm going to try to play it again here next week. If nothing else, I will have it tagged so you guys can go and watch it, because it is truly a powerful, powerful commercial. And it almost brings a tear to your eye when the guy opens the door. And you can tell how much pain he's in, and, great acting on the spot. But it was a great commercial because they were able to take, and you were able to see what it's like inside that couple moments. And that's the reason why we continue to talk about reaching out to people, making sure that you are doing your very best to keep connecting with people, and how important that connection is. I had a buddy over last night, and he was talking about his own loneliness. And some of the things that he's not used to. I mean, he'd been married for quite a while. He was married to his high school sweetheart up until about 6 years ago, and he and I had lost touch uh, throughout the years. But and truthfully, when we were connected before, I was doing a lot of drinking. That was during my, I was going through, um, at my own fault. I was going through a lot of bad things, but you know, we didn't get together to do anything wholesome. We got together, you know, I'd fly, he'd buy. That's the way it was. I'd drive us somewhere, he'd buy the beers. We'd sit there until we were done, then we'd head on home. I'd go and drop him off, and then we'd go home. And that was pretty much our relationship. Um, Connected with him yesterday, and it was really great to be able to talk to him again. I'm hoping that we're able to take and help lift his spirits, because you never want to see a friend hurting. But it did make me realize that I need to be checking on him more. I don't think he's the kind of person who would take that step. But the truth is, how do we know for sure? There's a lot of people at the end of the day, when somebody leaves their earthly coil, their earthly body, there's plenty of people who said, I never thought they would do this. Well, I want to make sure that I stay connected, and that way I don't ever have to worry about saying that. So I really wanted to tell you guys about that commercial, because it's one that I hope that you're on the look out for. And as soon as I do find the link, I will be sharing it on Facebook, on all of our social media outlets, because I really want to get that commercial in rotations everywhere. It's a very powerful spot. We have started something new, and it is called Stop the Suck. And this is just a couple of minutes for us to lift some things up. My resources today are people.com and PR Newswire. And I was a little iffy on saying on talking about this one, but Mr. Z said, you know what, this is great, because it does help a family. But after 22 years, a man whose body found floating under a California bridge in 2003, known only as Oakland John Doe, has been identified. Um, it's obviously a great thing for the finality for the family. They probably knew, but they didn't know for sure. And this brings back to a story where my former wife and my son, we were camping, and we ended up finding somebody who had lost his life in a motorcycle accident, and it had only been a couple weeks, so it's not like it was 22 years. But finding that person and giving closure to that family was a great feeling. Of course, me being a motorcyclist, finding somebody who was in a motorcycle accident was really traumatic. It's not anything that I really wanted to do, but it was important for the closure of the family. So I was extremely happy to do this. Earlier this year, law enforcement submitted genetic evidence to a forensic genealogy firm which led to the positive ID. A closure after 22 years for his family and loved ones reflects both the power of modern forensics tools and the importance of never giving up on unresolved cases. And again, that was from people.com. I want to thank him very much for putting this out because, while yes, there is a touch of morbidity and, you know, bad news to that, it is really a good story that, like they said, you know what, this does prove that, hey, guess what? Giving up on something is not a good thing to do. You can still resolve these. Breakthrough in sleep medicine offers hope to narcolepsy sufferers. Um, there's been a promising phase 2 trial results for I don't know why I try to pronounce medications. Alexorexton, Alexorexton, the first selective orexin type 2 receptor agonist aimed at treating narcolepsy type 1. Narcolepsy, for those of you who don't know, is that where you can just be doing something and instantly fall asleep. Um, it's a very, very dangerous affliction. The 6-week double blind study showed clinically meaningful and statistical significant improvements in wakefulness, cognition, and fatigue with once a day dosing. Also, the treatment was generally well tolerated, and the results were featured at the 2025 World Sleep Congress. That is from PR Newswire. Let's see that there's a Congress getting something done. That's fantastic. Another new drug shows promising against hard to treat lung cancer. This is important to me because of my dear friend that I lost, my mentor, Keith from Cables. Uh, Man never smoked a cigarette a day in his life, and he ended up losing his life to lung cancer. Nuvalent revealed pivotal data from its phase half trial targeting advanced ROS1 positive non small cell lung cancer. I'm telling you, I wish that they would just make this easier to say, but this is the reason why the doctors get paid big bucks. NSCLC, especially in patients previously treated with TKIs, which are tyrosine kinase inhibitors. And I do want to make this just well known. I know there's a lot of people who think that there are, um, I have no idea what's going on there, but I know that there's a lot of people out there who believe that there are treatments for cancers. And even if there is, this is still good news. So, because if there is, eventually somebody's going to learn about it and they're going to have to get it out there. So, don't let your biases and your feeling that, well, there's already a cure. Don't let that downplay how important this is. The FDA has accepted an NDA drug application under its real time oncology review program, aiming to speed review and bring new hope to patients in need. This is a significant step towards potentially becoming a new standard of care for a challenging cancer subtype. This was also from PR Newswire, so thank them very much for the good news. Good fortune. Celebrity connection inspires creativity at the Toronto International Film Festival. Aziz Ansari, kind of a funny guy, I like him every once in a while, expressed how mind blowing it was to work with Keanu Reeves in his directional debut of Good Fortune. Reeves often seemed as enigmatic, was welcoming and fully immersed in the comedy set, showing both humility and openness. This humanizing story paints an actor icon not as a descendant, but as a collaborator and a friend, something audiences and creatives alike can appreciate. That's from people.com. I did not read that one previous to putting this out because I would have never reported on that one. I don't believe actors are any more important than you or I. I actually did make mention that I would not report on unless they're doing something spectacular. Even athletes who are returning to the field of play, because I can't report on Bob returning to work after getting injured in a car accident. Why in the hell should anybody care that I'm going to report on an athlete? So you will not hear stories like that when it comes to this. That's not what I want to do. So I do apologize, but that's the last time you'll hear anything about entertainment. Entertainment to me is BS. A lot of times we waste way too much time on entertainment news. Local chef's food truck dream gets community boost from Daily Goods featured highlights. Okay, so this is from Daily Goods featured highlights. Through not Though not in breaking news outlets today, Daily Good highlighted a recent story of a community that rallied around a local chef helping to turn his food truck dream into reality. This is really cool because, I love food trucks. I really do. And especially Mexican food trucks. They're so good. Not the greatest for your gut, but they taste wonderful. This kind of grassroots support, neighbors helping neighbors chase their dreams, is the greatest thing in the world. Look, if you know a business that's out there, let's make sure that we're talking about them. Let's bring them to light. Let's help them stop the suck. Let's help people lift others. That's what we really want to do here. It is time for us to start recording, folks. It's time for us to share your story and create a miracle. The QR code that you see in the corner right now is where you can go on. You can record a story to loved ones, to family members, to someone in the community, to people everywhere, and just say, hey, we love you, we support you, we see you during the holiday season. Whether you support Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa, Festivus, Saturnalia, whatever, I don't care. This is not set at one specific holiday. This is set at one specific thing, and that is everyone worldwide. Everyone needs a pick-me-up every once in a while. And to be able to hear from a family member that is not able to join the rest of their family during the holiday seasons, we created this event just to make you be able to reach out to people that you cannot be there with. So please use the QR code, record your story, and send it to us. We will be playing it all day from the second it turns December 25th till the second December 25th ends in Honolulu, Hawaii. These stories will be played in a loop. So get together with us, record your story, make it anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes, no longer than 5 minutes, please. But this allows us to take and put together all of these stories, put them in a loop, and play them during this wonderful season of family, giving, and love. Let's make sure nobody is left out. Please record a message and send it to us. We are looking for supporters to spread the message and spread the love. So please donate whatever you can, get involved, become a donor today. One of the things that's part of this event is the 8th annual Chili Cook-Off and Books for Board Games, coming up November 2nd right here in Greeley, Colorado. As always, we're looking forward so much to the Chili Cook-Off. It's one of the best times that we have every year. We're still looking for support. If you're in the northern Colorado, in the Kansas area, look, we're going to. I love to go to Kansas just to go to Kansas every once in a while. If you're in Cheyenne, Wyoming, you are 45 minutes from great fun. Watching a little bit of Denver play Houston, eating a lot of chili, and supporting a lot of kids. So come on down and join us. If you're in Denver, come up and join us. Let's make this happen. Let's support kids. Let's get together and let's have a lot of fun. And then let's start telling our story and creating the miracle. We all need a miracle every once in a while, folks. For me, I need my miracle right now. Head's a little bad today. Sorry about the moldrum of the podcast, but we're going to call it good for today. I just want you all to know that, look, please love somebody out there because somebody out here loves you. I love you all very, very much, and I am very sorry that today I was off a little bit. This is my cross right here, folks. This is the cross that I bear, okay? It's a cross that I can kind of handle. There's days it's worse than others. This is what we always try to tell you, though, is that I'm not saying this for sympathy or anything like that. I don't need sympathy. I really don't. These are one of the days that makes what I have to go through. I have come to learn how to deal with it in the 11 years that I've experienced it. I have formed my life around days like this. And a lot of us have done that. And that's the reason why feeling sorry for people it's understandable. But just remembering them is more important. Don't feel sorry for people. Support them in any way you can. Okay? You can help us by sharing, I guess, this video, but more importantly, share other videos, but mainly sharing the message of the event, sharing the page, sharing the channels, sharing our story, sharing our website, communitypayitforward.us, sharing our program. We need your support in any way you can support. Please join us this Wednesday when we have two wonderful interviews. We're talking to I one of the interviews we've got. I talked to this gentleman, and it was so funny because this guy and I could not be aesthetically, we could not be more different. Okay, he's grown up on the farm. He's the cowboy guy. He does stuff like this. He's just not, we're just not in the same. Uh, I guess we wouldn't run in the same circle. But when he and I started talking, we spoke the exact same language to almost a frightening degree. We spoke the same language. So I am really, really looking forward to introducing you uh, to Richard on Wednesday and telling you about his program, giving you a free gift from him. He just one little hint. He's going to say something on there that's going to piss off every English teacher in the world. Just going to say. And then we also bring in our good friend, our great brother, Mr. Les Simpson, who's talking about his new Be Connected program. So if you can join us on Wednesday at 4 p.m. East, 4 p.m. Mountain, 6 p.m. East, I would greatly appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. We do need your help. We do need your support. We need to grow our numbers. We got to get people to come on and start sharing the good news. We've got a lot of great things coming up here at Community Pay It Forward, Community Dare to Care, and the PAC channels. My name is Zach Clayton. I do love you all. Please love somebody out there because somebody out here loves you, no matter who you are. We've all needed help at some time in our life. If you're not helping someone, you're hurting everyone. No one needs to go it alone when we all come together. I thank you so very much for joining us on Footprints Forward. If you would like to talk to us, please reach out to me at communitypayitforward.us. We need to talk. Never shut up, because your message needs to get into the ears of people out there and help them in ways that you will never know.